I've never tried a double oaked bourbon before, but I hear people say that it's sweet and it's smooth. That sounds like it's something that's perfect for a new bourbon drinker. So I want to try that out for myself. Since I drink all sorts of liquors, I've only tried about 20 bourbons so far, so I still consider myself a beginner. I'm going to blind taste test a double oak bourbon against 2 regular bourbons of about the same price and proof. And you'll get to see my honest opinion about the double oaked style, since I won't know which one I'm drinking. For the double oaked, I have Old Forester 1910. This is 93 proof. I'm going to be using Bottled & Bond Heaven Hill 100 proof. I liked this previously in a blind. And also liked in a previous blind Frey Ranch. It is 90 proof. I actually picked up this Old Forester 1910 at Costco. They're doing a pretty good deal. If you buy 2 of them, you get each for $42. The Heaven Hill Bottled & Bond was $50 and the Frey Ranch was $33. So all generally the same price and proof range. So it's going to be interesting to see if I could even pick out that something is different when I try this. Well, I ran into a problem. One of these is obviously not like the other, and it's going to be a hard time blind tasting them when I could obviously tell that one is darker than the other. I went ahead and ordered some of those black Glencairns that you can't see through. Since I want to do this today, I just taped up some of the clear ones so I won't be able to see what's in the glass. That means it is time for Susan. Good old Susan might be a little lazy, but she makes stuff random. I want to let this sit for like 5 minutes. I don't know if that actually does anything. Some people say you just let it air out a little and it tastes better. I don't know, but the real reason I want to let it sit for 5 minutes because I want to taste something blind to warm my palate up. So I just had my spreadsheet give me something random above 70 proof, and it chose number 3212. So I'm just gonna taste this, warm up my tongue. It looks like it is just something clear. Hopefully it's not vodka, because that would be very uninteresting. I think it's vodka. Me. It smells like vodka. I mean, it still could be like a really light, cheap white rum. Yeah, that is vodka. This one in particular isn't that bad, I don't think. It's not giving me any like bad vodka vibes. And vodka in particular is something you really gotta taste next to other vodkas to know if it's any good. I'm thinking this is a pretty decent vodka though. I'm gonna guess that's Val vodka. For vodka, I give it a thumbs up. Let's see what it is. So, that is not vodka. That is Bacardi Superior. Might as well be vodka. All right, let's move on to these bourbons, something that actually has some flavor. Sometimes RNGesus giveth, and sometimes RNGesus taketh. This smells like regular bourbon to me. Smells real nice. Got a nice sweetness and like a little bit of wood. I don't know if I want to say oak anymore, because I'm not sure if I could differentiate the smells of different wood. It's a little more spicy than I would have expected, and not as sweet. Whatever this is, it's pretty good. After I take a sip of these other two, I'm gonna be able to differentiate them a lot more. This one really has not much wood scent to it. It smells pretty sweet, maybe lighter on the smell. There's something different about this. It hits me a lot more in the back. It's kind of like drying I think this is a sharper flavor than the first one, even though it smelt a lot weaker. It's more sharp up front, but I think it fades a little more over time. Less of a finish. This one has more of the dry erase vibes I get off bourbon a lot. It's much lighter, softer. If I was gonna pick one out as being not like the other, I would say it's this middle one. It's much more sharp right as you take a sip. I'm not good enough at this to be able to pick out individual flavors. I could just give you the vibes. This middle one is definitely the sharpest of the flavors. I would say they're equally sweet smelling, but this first one is really nice on the smell. This one is pretty basic. I think all three of these are at least good. This one just seems less like balanced as a flavor to me. I got my ratings locked in. Remember, these are just my opinion about how much I like them. Worst off is this side, giving it a 66 out of 100. In general, it is just good flavor, decent smell. It's just a little weak. I would like something stronger. Second place, the middle one, gave a score of 70 out of 100. I say that is great, just barely. And it has a stronger flavor, but the problem with it is it's one flavor. It doesn't taste very rounded. That's why I'm gonna guess this is Old Forester 1910. If that's what makes double oak special, is it just raises that sharpness of a flavor. I'm not sure if it's my favorite. This one is definitely not the smoothest. My favorite was this one over here. I gave a 75 out of 100. This one has great flavor and smell. It's strong, like a strong flavor, and it feels well-rounded and balanced. The only problem with it is it seems like it sort of doesn't have a finish. It's there with you and then it just sort of disappears. But it's definitely my favorite out of these three. I'm gonna guess this is the Bottled and Bond. I know I really liked the Heaven Hill last time I blinded it, so I'm gonna say it's the Heaven Hill, and the worst is Frey Ranch. But even the worst, these are all pretty good. I wouldn't mind drinking any of these. I don't know if I should even guess, because that sort of makes it seem like I'm trying to show off like how good I am at picking out what it is. But I'm obviously not, because my tasting notes are not there. I'm just giving you what I think. I'm actually hoping I'm wrong, because that'll be funny. Frey Ranch. Yeah, I'm right. And of course, Heaven Hill. Obviously, you can taste a double oaked. I'm sure if you really like that flavor note, that it could be your thing. I don't think for beginners, it's just kind of, it's sharp, not well-rounded. It's just doubling down on that flavor. It's not a sweet flavor. And it's definitely not smoother. When I say smooth, I mean like alcohol harshness. I think none of these have an alcohol harshness, but this one has a sharp flavor. And if you're a new drinker, especially, not just a bourbon, that it's gonna be a little hard for you to take. I may be a little new to bourbon, but I'm not new to drinking. And it doesn't faze me, but it's not my favorite. I like a nice, well-rounded drink, which is what I get with the Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond. So now that I've had this blind, I would say to a beginner, don't go with the double oaked. But I could see as you get into drinking bourbon more, that extra sharpness could be something you're looking for. Let me know what you think about these bottles. You want me to try something? Also let me know that. I like good suggestions. And I will see you next time.